Hey everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zarin. I'm joined by the 1992 winner of the Baccarat competition, Rich Dembolian.
Baccarat World Series. I came in first. I have no idea where to go with Baccarat. I remember Baccarat was the original James Bond game, and they made it Texas Hold'em because nobody knows what the F Baccarat is.
Is it the same thing?
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No, because Baccarat was like a very boring game from like the 60s.
I don't know much about it. I've played it once.
Yeah. Also, aren't you revealed today to be the Hawk 2 girl?
I am the Hawk 2 girl. That is absolutely true. I am. You got to spit on that thing. Hot 2.
Dominating the internet.
Dominating that girl. Good for her.
Yeah.
She's from Tennessee.
Wild. That's like the meme of the century for like 2 days now.
I've had a very nice week. I've tanned, as you could tell.
So tan.
Oh, look at this. You ready?
Andrew's
you ready?
back. Yeah,
you ready?
let's do it.
You ready?
Yo, you gotta get that neck. You gotta get that.
Dude,
Jack
I gotta tell you, modern day medicine is incredible.
Yeah, this guy does 2 push-ups.
Modern day medicine, TRT and Samorlin, that's it.
And he grew 3 inches.
Yeah, I'm becoming a Joe Rogan. Do you know that? I'm becoming a Joe Rogan, little by little.
Joe Rogan looks like Michael Chiklis from the first Fantastic Four movie.
He does.
At this point,
Yeah.
he looks like...
No,
that's not an insult. He looks like the thing.
So yesterday, I came home, and I was like, I got to get a workout in. And I did my workout. I came downstairs. Jess like, why does your stomach look like Joe Rogan's? I'm like, because I'm probably on the same stuff that he's on right now.
You getting that luchador tummy?
Modern day medicine, man. You know
Nice,
what?
man.
Oh, this is whatever. Forget it. Anabolic steroids. Those days are done.
Put him in the mail. Send some to MG and
You can get them in the
Jonathan.
mail.
Get like real,
Oh,
like,
legit.
everybody, the Mat Men just all get like.
You should do it. You
real
want to do
roided
it?
out. No, I don't.
You want to do it?
No, I'm a natural baby boy.
I'll shoot you right in the belly. Right in the belly. I'll put it in.
It's like that scene in The Wrestler.
Yeah, this stuff is great. It makes you feel younger. Again, I'm not advertising anybody does this. I have a prescription. I got a great doctor in New Jersey that I go to visit. Jonathan knows him.
Yeah.
Right by him.
Yeah, I'm actually getting on some too.
Yeah, Life Mod.
Oh, very
Dr.
nice.
Gonzalez, the best.
Dr. Gonzalez.
Tui.
Dr. Nick.
Yeah, he's going to go. Yeah, he's going to Dr. Gonzalez too.
Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
You know what? Almost. I would love that if that was him.
Very close to a Dr. Nick.
Fantastic stuff. No, man, I'm ready for the summer.
No, you look great. The tan is happening. Andrew sends us tan updates every day when he's in the backyard.
I really do. And my shorts get shorter and shorter.
Where is this going? How tan are you going to get?
Jess told me to stop.
Okay.
Jess said, it's time for you to stop. And I said, I will not.
You are approaching Hogan.
You know what? Not yet. I need the base for Jamaica. I'm going to Jamaica.
That's right, yeah.
So I need to be... Remember how dark I got when I went last...
Yeah.
That was really, like... That was
gnarly,
crazy.
dude.
I was getting profiled and everything. It was bad.
That was wild.
I got this beautiful tan 2 years ago, and I've been chasing it.
The skin tone change from Tuesday when I last saw you to today is absolutely wild. You guys can't tell, but it's nuts. Like I've seen him like over the last 3 days. This is what you've become.
I haven't even been outside.
You're almost the color of that coffee.
Let's see. Dude, it's almost getting there. The top level, yeah.
So are you going to go beyond Hogan? Or are you going to just go straight like George Hamilton?
No. I love a George Hamilton, but Hogan is the goal.
Yeah.
You want the Hogan tan.
Is it
Leathery
Hogan or is it
skin.
Dwayne?
Dwayne, I can't reach Dwayne level.
You can reach Dwayne.
Dwayne is all natural
That
now.
too.
Hogan's darker, dude.
Hogan is whiter than MG.
Mhm.
If he
Okay,
did,
question.
yeah.
Who do you think's whiter, Taz or Hogan?
Oh, Hogan for sure. For sure.
Like in what way? Like skin tone?
Skin tone, natural skin tone.
Natural skin tone Hogan.
Hogan has
100%,
it.
yeah.
Because he has I think he's Sicilian.
Mhm.
Taz. I always thought he was Dominican, and then I found out that he's Chris Chetty's cousin.
No, he's like a Sicilian guy.
He's
Yeah.
Beautiful tan on him.
Great
Amazing. 10 out of 10. Always.
Great tan. Oh,
Always.
Taz debut,
Thick neck.
WWE Taz debut.
Yeah.
Great tan.
Fantastic tan. Guys, this show's all about professional wrestling. I mean, tanning has a lot to do with wrestling. You know
it
what?
does.
Guys aren't tan anymore. What's going on? Why is everybody getting spray tans? Can we talk about that?
It's tough, right?
Don't get a spray tan. Go do it the natural way.
Well, when you're on the road,
It has to be hard.
it's got to be hard. But again, I'm going to go back to Hogan because you hear those stories of like him training the Big Show in WCW.
Yeah.
And he goes, we did an hour in the morning and then we laid out on the beach until 3:00 when he had to pick up his kids.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
So, yeah.
You know, there's a peptide to make you tan.
Really?
It triggers your body to produce melanin, and you become tan.
Wild.
And this is a real story. I know a doctor that was doing it. Not my doctor, okay? This guy's a different doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was doing it, and he ended up getting so dark, his color, it was so daunting to see him. He was gray.
Wow.
Like, it was so unnatural of a color on this guy. He's like a guy from Long Island, you know?
Yeah.
Just like unnatural. And it took him like 2 years for him to reverse the amount, because I think he got addicted to it. To the injection of the peptide for melanin,
like Norman Osborn.
Literally. You know what? I'm going to show you a photo of this guy, and you're gonna lose your mind.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
I would love to see it. Is Andrew tan all over? This is Llama Whisperer, 100%. Yeah, dude.
No, I'm not.
Because you can't.
I haven't been laying out naked outside.
Yeah,
but when I go tanning, I'm tan all over. My back is
Right.
very white though right now.
Yeah.
I got to lay out backwards, upside down, like a vampire. The only way I get my powers. Let's talk about some wrestling.
Yeah.
The date has been set for NXT's arrival on the CW. They're debuting on the CW October 1st. Staying at a Tuesday time slot.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Is this the, by hook or by crook, is this the replacement for that NWA show that was supposed to be on the CW? Because remember that got pulled.
I don't know how. You know,
it's on the app.
It's
they
on the
already
app.
are airing it. Yeah.
I don't know if they were going to air it on CW. I don't remember what Billy said
Okay.
to us. I mean, I think Billy was pretty much strongly alluding it was happening.
Well, then they did the
cocaine spot.
The
I don't
cocaine
know how
spot.
much that played a part,
Right.
really. I mean, what difference does it make? It was a pay-per-view,
Yeah.
and you could apologize for it. I think they just probably maybe got a better offer here.
Okay.
But it's interesting that CW was interested in Ring of Honor, so I guess they wanted wrestling, and they somehow fell into the WWE bubble, and they got NXT. I'm very curious what the ratings would do. I don't know how powerful of a ratings draw the CW network is. You know, it's WPIX here, Channel 11. It's a big, it's a local channel.
Is CW? It's over the air, right? It's not,
CW's over the air. Yeah, and I'm
so-
curious if it makes a difference. Like, do they become a 1 million viewership show at this point? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. They're doing in the sevens. They're doing tremendous numbers right now.
Yeah.
Even when the show is like fundamentally bad, it does well. So they've leveled out. I always said that 650 USA wanted that show at 650. Am I the one switching today, MG? Or
Yeah, I was going to say.
Are you switching?
I was looking at the monitor. I'm like, get the camera off me, somebody.
Okay, it's a collaboration. Thank you.
He's zoned out.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
It's
Sorry.
like, I'm not talking. Get the camera off me.
You know,
Sometimes you do it, and I just.
I would not be allowed in his neighborhood.
No,
No way.
not at all.
No way.
No.
Too weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. You'd
What's
be
up with that
fine.
hair and the eyebrows and the tan? No good.
MG lives in one of those vaults from Fallout.
He has a fanny pack with needles in it. What's going on here? NXT's, yeah, so they're staying there. Interesting. I'm curious to see what they do. They had a pretty interesting show. I think it was very disjointed, but they got Joe Hendry to show up.
Yeah.
He did a backstage segment with Shawn Michaels. He got a big standing ovation.
Shawn Michaels.
Nobody knew who Frankie Kazarian was, apparently.
Shame.
I think part of the problem... It was cool. I think the problem was his, I guess, the Tron. It just said Kaz on it.
Okay.
And you're like, who the hell's Kaz? And then, like, I guess some people are like, oh, I think that's Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got to look, you know? Joe Hendry has a big song, so everybody knew who he was. He got a great ovation. Dude, he's a big boy, Joe Hendry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool that they're doing that team up. I'm really
Oh
looking forward to it. Again, like we talked about the other day. This is going to lead to like some nutty stuff. You got the Ziggler brothers. I don't know if they're going to call them that.
The Ziggler
the
boys.
Ziggler boys. You got the Nemeth brothers.
Dirk and Jerk.
Dirk and Jerk. You got the Nemeth boys. You got the Hardy boys. You got Joe Hendry. You got Kaz. You got Jordan Grace. You got Josh Alexander, right?
Maybe Matt and Jeff.
Matt and Jeff.
That'd be
telling
cool,
you, man.
I'd be into that.
Matt and Jeff versus Gallows and Anderson for the NXT titles.
Oh yeah, okay.
Into
That's
it.
a weird. That's
Into
a weird.
Even though Gallows and Anderson don't have those titles, it would be great.
Somebody posted that WWE should start calling it like the undesirable portal instead of the forbidden door.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That actually makes more sense.
Yeah. AEW Dynamite and Collision are headed to Wales for All In Go Home shows. This is interesting. They'll be holding a double taping of Dynamite and Collision on August 21st in Cardiff as part of All Out Weekend. Tony had said that he was not going to run a show before All In there, but I think they have a unique opportunity. And you know what? It may sell really well.
I think so. I think the European fans are desperate for as much wrestling as possible, especially like our wrestling coming over there.
Yeah.
It's like one of our greatest exports to Europe is pro wrestling.
Yeah. WWE's closing deal. WWE closing deal. WWE is closing the deal. Put in. Closing a deal. There you go. Good job.
Awesome,
Thank you. Live editing of the news.
Can we do a profile where it's you and I, and then it'll cut to the notes?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we should just cut to the notes. We can do that. Yeah.
Cut to the notes.
WWE closing a deal to bring WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam to Indianapolis per WrestleVotes.
Cool.
WrestleVotes tweeted, I'm told WWE and the Indiana Sports Corp are nearing a multi-event deal, starting with 2025 Royal Rumble at Lucas Oil Stadium. Stupid name for a stadium. Lucas Oil Stadium. On Saturday, February 1st, 2025, in addition to a deal that will likely include a future WrestleMania and SummerSlam. This is whoever gets the highest bidder.
Yeah.
This is what it is. You think we're going to get WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, I don't know about that, man. I feel like that at one point was probably a Vince wet dream.
I don't know. $200 million, you're not taking it? $100 million, you're not taking it?
I really do think it would greatly disappoint your American fan base.
I think it would
guess
turn
so.
off a lot of American
I think
fans.
so, but they don't care.
Well, do they? I think that's. I know it's part of the deal. I would rather, you know what country I'd like to see WrestleMania in? Australia.
Love it, yeah.
Right?
Or London. I'd like it in London. Put it anywhere in England. France. I wouldn't go to France.
No?
France is no longer France.
What do you mean?
France is no longer France.
Have you been to France?
I have been.
Yeah, when?
Many times.
Oh yeah,
6 weeks ago. I was
yeah,
there.
you're just there,
France is no longer
oh,
France.
hanging out with French.
I love
that guy.
my uncle would go every year.
Yeah,
and he would come back and he would hate it. He would say it smells like urine.
Mhm.
Paris is disgusting.
Mhm.
Nice is disgusting. He hated it. And then he'd be like, you know what's the best? Jones Beach.
Jones Beach.
Why do we need to go to the beach? We have it here. We got Jones Beach. You know, it's the number 2 beach in that strip.
Really?
Long Beach. It's considered like the second best beach.
Like of all time?
No, like in the States.
Really?
Yeah, it's like in the top.
That's wild.
I saw that yesterday. I'm like, that can't be true.
That can't be true.
It is a beautiful beach, you
Wow.
know. The people, not so much. Caesar Sikoa has been trademarked by the WWE.
Cool.
I guess they're gonna start calling him Caesar because he's, the emperor.
Yeah,
He's ahead of the table now.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, interesting. It may be leading into. I'm curious where this is going. Tonight's SmackDown should be fascinating.
I'm very excited for tonight's SmackDown.
You got Punk
actually.
on there.
Yeah.
They're in Chicago.
I put it in my to-do list for today to
Did
watch
you?
SmackDown. Yeah.
I like that we got to do that now at
Mhm.
this age. We got to put watching television in our to-do list.
I have a very extensive daily to-do list, and I was like, watch SmackDown.
Also,
Mania in Italy. That's what people are saying.
Did you also see Roman Reigns unfollowed Solo on all social media?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I saw that.
bad
drama.
boys.
It's happening. Mm.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Civil War's
it's
happening.
fascinating, right? The Civil War. I didn't think we would get like a year ago. I did not consider this was an option, right?
Right.
This is a new chapter to the story, which is fascinating that this is how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most basic thing, like faction warfare. DX splits up,
Yeah.
right? But this is so much better.
Mm-hmm. It's family drama.
They're doing the NWO story right? They're
You know what? That
They're
may
not
be.
saturating it. Mm.
Yeah, they are doing the NWO story properly. Listen, they're splitting it. The Wolfpack and Black and White.
So
Who are
they
the
do-
are Jacob Fatu and Hikuleo the last two guys?
Piccolo's coming.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu would be another one. I mean, I don't know. He's fantastic, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
He's really impressive. He also has a brother.
That's right. Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, I don't know how many you're going to put. I know Hikuleo will probably be in there. So it'll be that side. And then you're going to have Jimmy and Jay. and Roman,
Right.
and maybe someone else,
Mhm.
and then Dwayne shows up,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, guys!" And then he turns on somebody,
Mhm.
and then
Question.
yeah.
Is this Fallout on 1/6? Do they have the big blow up?
On 1/6, why 1/6?
1626? No, okay, I'm good.
No. Different date.
What are you
No,
doing?
different date.
Something
What are you
different.
doing?
Where'd that go?
Different date.
Yeah.
You've time traveled, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's a time traveler.
Your haircut does look good though.
Thank you. So
Is it slicked back or is it braided?
No, this is tied up. This is
Okay.
I'm
Get that
professional.
bun.
Yeah, good.
Get that man bun.
Why don't you grow the rest of your beard out? Ditch the goatee. Grow the facial.
Can you put it on my camera?
So right here on these
I-
parts,
That's me.
I can't put him on camera. Yeah.
these parts right here grows nothing. So it's like just right here.
Dude,
And
get
you
a derma roller. I'm going to tell you right now.
that one.
Get a derma roller, start derma rolling, and then sprinkle a little bit of minoxidil on your face.
How many chemicals
That's
are
what I
now
do.
fighting each other in your
In
body?
my body?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I got to tell you. You want to know? I'm going to tell you my daily regimen, okay? This is no joke. Every
Without,
morning.
because I know there's no drugs in your system.
No drugs.
Like there's no cocaine, no
No drugs. Pot.
like
pot for sure.
THC,
Edibles,
right?
yeah.
Edibles, right?
No drugs.
Right. Just a lot of chemicals.
No pills, just a lot of chemicals. And then I shake
Dancing.
them up in me.
Just a lot of chemicals.
In the
dancing
morning, I
around.
wake up. I do my crazy workout first
Okay.
thing. I go and I take all these weird vitamin complexes.
Right.
I take ginkgo biloba, ginseng
Got it.
for energy.
Uh-huh.
I take a B12, a
Mhm.
B6, an E, a D. Okay,
Yeah.
those are my traditionals. Then I take 2 ashwagandas.
Uh-huh.
I take a mushroom complex.
Okay.
Reishi. And I take lion's mane
Uh-huh.
and Tangali. That's another one.
Well,
And
he's
Tangali's
joining-
he's joining
the
Roman's
Bloodline.
side. Yeah. Tangali and I think that's it. So I take about 14 vitamins a morning, and then I go do my TRT. I put my TRT on.
Uh-huh.
Then at night, I do another workout. I put my TRT on, and before I go to bed, I inject some Morlin into my belly.
Okay. Wild.
Yeah.
So, guys in the chat room and ladies, if you're out there too, how many of you guys have the same exact regimen? Oh, also, hang on, Lewis R. Sorry, I'm late, my babies. Whoa, Tandrew's back.
See, I told
Bigger
you.
and Tanner.
Ooh, it's happening. It's happening. You know what's going to happen, right? It's just whatever's inside me is going to explode out of me, and it's going to be like this little creature from all the chemicals.
When is the rage happening? You're gonna get. You know what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a Quado. You're gonna get a Quado,
Dude, I want a
just, like,
Quado.
popping out
I
of
want a
your
Quado.
belly.
Who doesn't want a Quado? I just watched the Rick and Morty
You
episode
get
with the
that
Quado.
Krang bod.
You didn't see, have you seen that?
No.
The Rick and Morty Quado body?
No.
They get Quados. Everybody's a
Oh
Quado.
yeah. It sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I need it. I got to tell you, and this is the God's honest truth. So I didn't take any of the vitamins for 2 weeks because I wanted to see what happens. Like, I want to know, is this nonsense? Because I'm spending hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah.
On all these, snake oil salesmen are getting me on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe Rogan has sold me on all of this.
Mhm.
And I was like, I'm not going to take it for 2 weeks. I felt like total shit.
Okay.
I took my TRT. I didn't cut that. But I wasn't sick. I was drained. Like
Okay.
I called my doctor. I'm like, yo, I feel like I want to sleep.
Mhm.
Last week, I went right to bed. Like, I was so tired.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, dude, you're in your 40s. You're feeling like a 40-year-old.
Mhm.
This is what it's like if you don't take your stuff. I was like, yikes.
Wild.
I saw a major change.
Huh.
Major change.
He's also lying to you.
He's the one making them.
It depends on what it is. Like if I don't take any of the chemicals, but if I do treat myself very good, I feel great all day. High energy. Till I go to bed.
You don't take any vitamins?
I think I take like a multivitamin in the morning.
I'm going to tell you, the multivitamins are the worst.
Yeah.
Okay? I've gotten so obsessive where I have this chart of the ratings for all the vitamins and what they do in your body, because a lot of them are fillers and stuff.
Yeah.
I know. We're going to talk about wrestling, but
no, these are prescribed multivitamins.
Yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So
I get I'm big on the mushrooms. Big on the mushroom
I do hear the
complex.
mushrooms are good.
They really are. I do mushroom coffee now in the mornings.
Ooh, yeah.
And it tastes fine. It tastes the same. It's okay, but it this is what I do now. This is how I function.
I love hearing about it. I really do.
A lot of people do, because it's like, wow, I'm not a guy that falls for stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much a skeptic with everything except aliens. I love
them.
them.
Yeah. But you don't like cryptids.
I'm not into the chupacabra.
You're not into the Bigfoots and the Yetis.
I'm not into the Bigfoots and the Yetis
and the Mothman.
I know Brian Alvarez.
Even though there's a Mothman right there.
Which one?
That guy. The guy on the right.
Oh yeah, he is a Mothman. Yeah, he is a Mothman. I
pointing at you.
I'm not into cryptos. No.
Mm-hmm.
Cryptoids.
Cryptoids.
I'm not into cryptoids. I do like. I'm into the aliens, aquatics. I like aquatics.
Oh, the aquatics.
What's going on under there? What's going on in the sea?
That's the true deep space.
Do you know when we discovered that? Like the whole concept of Pangea, right?
Yeah.
We always had the theory, but we never could prove it.
The original supercontinent.
The original supercontinent.
Yeah.
We never knew. Well, we knew. We had an idea, but we didn't have the proof until World War II with the submarines.
Yeah.
Because we saw the fault lines.
Right.
And that was why everything shifted. That's when we discovered it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 80 years ago? We don't know anything.
No.
What the hell do we know?
No. There's many undiscoverables out there.
Lizard people, love them. Reptilians, Anunnakis, love that. Love that allure. Andrew's into lizard people. Who isn't into lizard people? I see him daily.
Yeah,
all our politicians are lizard people.
Oh yeah, we got them glasses from Day Live.
Yeah.
These aren't prescription. These are those
Day
Live
glasses. Yeah. Look at MJ. What does he look like?
He's a chupacabra.
Yeah, he is a chupacabra. There you go. All right, let's get back to wrestling.
Let's do it.
All right, where do you want to go?
The exclusive negotiating deal between AEW and WBD is ending in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to end before or after Forbidden Door?
After.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know the date. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Listen, man. I want to frame this right, because I said something on Beyond the Bell and it got taken into a whole different orbit. My entire timeline blew up. I would say it would be a tremendous shock to me if this deal did not happen. Okay? I repeat this every single week because I want people to understand like how I get a flow of information, right? I was told that the deal was going to happen most likely first or second quarter.
Okay.
That is how it was presented. But obstacles come into play. That deal would have been true if Tony had taken what they had offered him. Obviously, they're far more ahead than they were in December or January in this deal. A lot of things that Tony wanted I believe are happening. I just don't know the extent. Everybody stops talking. When conversations get very serious, nobody wants to break an NDA. Nobody wants to screw up a deal, so everybody stops talking. That's normal. Same thing happened with WWE. I saw that. They're like, oh, how did Sean Ross Sapp, Dave Meltzer, Andrew? Nobody knew this deal was happening with Netflix. Well, no, because there's only like 4 people in these deals, and I highly doubt that Hunter's going to run to Dave. Or me, or Sean, or anybody, Mike Johnson. Guys, I was just in a meeting with Netflix. Shh.
Right.
They do that sometimes, though.
No, I know.
I found it interesting how that story came out that WWE had met with TNT, with Turner. I found that very interesting how that came out.
But the odds are very 1 out of 20 times you'll get that.
Yeah, I hear stuff all the time. I don't mind doing the scoops. I'm so turned off after the Mercedes stuff, to be honest with you,
dude.
where I'm like, fuck you, that's where I'm at. I'm like, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit anymore. I'll say whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm not reporting this shit anymore for your, all I did was state the truth, and then I got death threats. So I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing this for my job. I don't need it.
So wild. Yeah.
So maybe you get some stuff if I have it, but I'm not. I really don't give a shit anymore.
Right.
And that's crappy, But that's how I feel, honestly. You guys ruined it.
You ruined it for Andrew.
I don't give a shit. You guys are sick.
Fuck
Bunch
you,
of sickos.
Internet.
Yeah, they're all sick. Tony Khan said, sickos.
Sickos.
But he likes the sickos.
Oh, shit.
He's just a bunch of people with tuberculosis just vomiting away.
Great segue. Speaking of sickos, the Pat McAfee show ended abruptly with what appeared to be an appearance of the Wyatt Sicks.
Yeah.
McAfee was interviewing Jack Carr on the show on Thursday when suddenly everyone's attention was drawn off set. Then the lights, the studio switched off in a manner similar to how they did on Raw on Monday. No one from the show has posted to social media since. Did they kill all those guys?
They killed him, dude.
They killed him, right? Yeah. They shot McAfee.
Listen, Chad Gable, I mean, that was a bullet, like a execution style bullet wound on his head.
Yeah.
Maybe they become zombies and they become part of his crew.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Spooky Chad Gable?
No brains Gable?
No brains Gable.
Who else was taken out in the back? Do you guys remember?
It was a few
Braun
people.
Strowman was seen. According to somebody, maybe it was a PW Insider said that there was NXT extras mostly, but a lot of people speculated that Gunther was there and Carmelo Hayes, but I don't know if it was them or not.
I saw, but I gotta look back. Chat room. I think Otis did it and framed Uncle Howdy.
I would love that.
What did you think of him?
Who?
The Wyatt Sicks.
Listen, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I loved it, to be honest with you. I thought it was great. It was fantastic. Listen, I like being entertained by weird shit in pro wrestling. There's a barometer that I have in my brain where it goes to the red, it gets cringy. But this was like strong.
It was
strong.
good. You know what? It was impressive looking. I like that one continuous shot that they did. That and that's the difference, right? That little thing.
That's made the biggest change in their production is
what Kevin done.
A lot. Yeah,
they've been honing that shot. They've been doing it like differently. And if you see, like, I brought this up the other day too. You watch the end of Clash at the Castle when they did that CM Punk shot from the back, and then did the 180. Really good. They've been doing cool stuff like that. So
and that is, it's just creative direction, right? From your director, from your producer. It is such a simple thing. Like they're not doing like that drone stuff to pull that off. That was really impressive to me.
Yeah.
Still not that hard if you know what you're doing. This simple thing of like, okay, well, Punk's going to come in. We don't want to do the typical, like, the music hits and he runs out in a ref outfit.
Right.
We want you to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I thought it was very creatively done. I absolutely loved it.
And also, great way to end the show because you get that mystery and you get the ambiance of, I need to tune in to see what happens next. Maybe I'll tune into SmackDown. Maybe I'll tune back into Raw. This also opens it up that, we mentioned this the other day on Beyond the Bell, on Fightful every Tuesday. You'll see more of us. That it doesn't necessarily have to be Bo as Uncle Howdy. You could have an Uncle Howdy, and you can have a Bo Dallas.
You could have a Uncle Howdy. You could have a Bo Dallas. You can do something. I don't know how... Beyond the spooky, like once they're wrestling, I don't know what it means then.
Yeah.
I hope it's good for all of them.
Absolutely.
I really hope it's good for both of them. Everybody there. I think Nikki Cross may come off the best, to be honest.
I think she floundered a little bit, but, she's had a pretty excellent WWE career so far.
I really liked her NXT run. With Sanity.
Yes.
I thought Sanity was a great group.
Sanity's fantastic.
And then she came to the main roster and she was herself, and then they made her a superhero in it.
Which I liked also.
You did like it.
I didn't like it. And then she went back to the Lunatic.
Yeah, she went back to the Lunatic.
Right. And now she's doing this, which is great.
Yeah.
Like they didn't release her. Like they know that she's a fantastic worker.
Yeah.
No,
great wrestler.
For me, the best work she did was with Alexa Bliss tag team. That was for me.
That was awesome too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's Alexa Bliss?
Home with the baby.
Could she be the next member at some point in the future?
I think so. Or what if she's like the
antagonist of it?
The antagonist, yeah. Another. You just have Witchy Wars.
Sister Abigail.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How much of what's going on with the Wyatt Sicks do you think came from Bray's brain and was like written down somewhere and they're pulling it from that? How much of it do you think is?
I think Bo and him probably had a tremendous amount of conversations around direction with this. They're both very creative guys. I don't think people realize Bo Dallas is very creative. So,
well, Rob Fee, right? Rob Fee's the guy
Fee's the guy
that talked to Bray all the time about this. So he probably had a very good working format of what he wanted to do with this.
Yeah.
Did you watch the documentary?
I did. I watched some of it. I stopped because I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why off the air. There's something weird about that whole Bray stuff that really bothered me.
Yeah.
That I will never talk about on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing with Bray. Nothing about how it happened or whatever. I stay so far away from that I just couldn't watch it. It like annoyed me.
Mm.
Not Bray, and obviously nothing with his passing, not people in the documentary, but I just it was. There have been a couple instances that have turned me so off to wrestling.
Okay.
Something happened around that time that really turned me off.
Got it. Okay. My point was, if you watch the documentary, you'll see the workshop, and in that workshop and in the notebooks, there's like a plethora of ideas and things and directions that this could go in.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they do have, like, if they stick to it and kind of honor the guy, this will go far.
I wonder if they're going to be on that MSG show next week.
That would
for
be cool.
SmackDown.
That'd
I'm
be
going.
Cool. Are you?
I'm taking the kids.
Dang. I got to. Oh, Billy's not doing it anymore. Right?
What?
The meet and greets.
Billy is not. No,
Okay.
but I may contact somebody else there.
Yeah. Try to if you get a chance.
Yeah. I will.
All right.
What else do we have?
We got followed from the Wyatt Sicks. Is Liv joining Judgment Day? We got Drew quitting. And we got that Seth Rollins return.
Drew quit. Yeah, Drew quit on Monday.
Yeah.
Seth came back. He looked insane. Dude, they're fine. I liked Raw this week. Like, a lot.
I enjoyed Raw this week as well.
It was a really fun show. It was. Listen, again, it's 3 hours, and there's nothing you can do about that, and that's how it's going to be. I'm curious, when they go to Netflix, are they upping the ante?
I think so. I think it's going to be more kinetic.
I mean, they murdered people.
There's we got color. We can get in color.
Tons.
Yeah.
Tons of blood.
Okay, so I actually got a question about the Netflix thing since you mentioned it.
Sure.
So it's coming out that Netflix is having a hard time securing a production partner for their deal with the NFL. Is that overrunning with WWE?
I'm sorry. As you asked that question, Rich's camera broke. And
Thanks.
I don't know why.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Did you go over that cable by any chance? Maybe that's why.
I don't know what cable.
There's a cable down there. Here, we're gonna put on MG for now.
No, that's in front of me.
Hi, MG.
All right.
Hi.
MG, keep that show going. Oh boy.
MG, we'll talk about this. Let's talk
Oh,
about
terrible.
Netflix, NFL.
You're not doing great
Netflix?
right now, MG.
Netflix?
MG, talk to us about the Netflix deal.
Netflix deal. I think they're doing a lot to make it so that
That might be it.
you will switch over right now.
I think everything overheats at one point.
Too.
Oh dear! Now I overheated.
MG
What happened to him?
MG, you broke the internet.
He broke.
He broke.
We all broke.
This is a very disjointed show today. We're just having fun here.
We're having fun, guys. We haven't done this in a
I'll be
couple of
right
weeks.
back, guys.
Yeah, you go ahead.
We're
All
very
right.
good.
If Rich's camera dies again, I'll just keep it on me. I don't know what's going on.
Could somebody later on super chat a dance to MG, please?
You know what? I don't have the air conditioner on. That's why, probably.
Put that shit on.
I just put it on. I just put it on.
Starting to melt.
Yeah, so we'll see. What do you think of the Caesar Sikoa name?
You asking me or
Do you like it?
I'm cool with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Listen, they've been doing good. They've been
Yeah.
doing good lately. WWE has been doing good. I went to the comic shop the other day.
Yeah.
Right. Wednesday morning, the store is filled with adult men. Right. Everybody was talking about WWE.
Yeah.
I walked into
Interesting,
the
right?
conversation. Everybody was talking about WWE. Me and the guy who works there, I've known him for like 20 years. He watches AEW every so often. And he mentioned something about AEW. And the other guys are like, well, I don't watch that. Isn't that fascinating?
You know what's interesting? A lot of those guys watched for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And they're gone.
Mhm.
They left.
Right.
And is it that WWE got really good, or did they just get bored of the flavor of the month?
I think for these guys, they probably didn't know who was who and what was what.
And they were like, okay, this is too many names. I got to remember now.
And it's also not as grandiose. And some of these guys I know definitely have kids. Some of them don't, And it was all like talking about Drew McIntyre and Cody and like what happened on Monday.
Yeah.
And like, just really excitement. I was like kind of like quietly getting my stuff and like watching everybody talk.
Yeah.
But again, nobody really brought up AEW. Nobody cared. It was a very like water cooler WWE thing.
I find casual viewership to be really important. And I think AEW fans find it when somebody says, and I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying there is a group of that fan base that they don't give a shit about casual viewership.
Yeah.
They want 5-star matches. They want New Japan style matches every single week. They just watch for the match, and that's great. And I love that. And I'm one of those. But I'm going to give you a great example. I was a comic book guy for a while, and then I stopped. I'm a casual comic book guy now. I know what's going on. I'll talk to Rich. I get the information from him. I read that. I go on YouTube, and I started watching that guy's videos so I can catch up to the X-Men stuff, which I loved. I did the X-Men 97 run for 10 weeks.
Fantastic.
It was fantastic. I'm not going to the comic store now to buy comics.
But I feel you do like once every 6 weeks, you'll go to the store and get a bunch of shit.
I go and I get a bunch of shit, and I do it for the kids because I collect it for the kids. But I consumed so much X-Men stuff where I'm like, okay, I'm full now, and then maybe I'll come back later.
I'm full now.
I think a lot of people consume wrestling that way.
Yeah.
I think they watch, they get into it, WrestleMania season, you're into it, and then you step away for a little bit, and then you come back.
Yeah.
That is a great casual viewership, and those guys are your money.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know for AEW's sake. All these guys that were like, you're going to Grand Slam, you're going to Arthur Ashe, you're going to Arthur Ashe. Oh my God, we got wrestling. They went again. They went a third time. They're like, okay, I saw it. I like it. It's great. But I'm good. Is it a case of that? I don't know. I think so. I think some of it is.
Yeah. Are you excited for SmackDown tonight?
Yeah, good SmackDown tonight.
Got CM Punk.
Yep.
You got some men's Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Kevin Owens versus Grayson Waller versus Andrade. That's going to be a banger.
That should be a great match.
Another qualifying match, Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes versus Tama Tonga.
Randy, I like Randy and Carmelo. I don't know why.
Who'd have thought you'd see that match?
That pairing? Yeah.
Randy Orton, Carmelo Hayes, and Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
LA Knight confronts United States Champion Logan Paul, and Cody Rhodes responds to the Bloodline. What ends the show?
Oh, man. What if the Spookies show up?
The Spookies show up?
Are they signed to a brand?
Exactly.
They're not signed to a brand, and they have teas being everywhere. And
the
McAfee show tells me that they could be anywhere.
Yeah. Raw for Monday, the lineup so far. Men's Money in the Bank qualifying match, Braun Strowman. He does not fit in for me anymore.
No.
Right?
No.
It's so weird. He's like a weird generation.
Yeah.
The Miz fits in better than him in this generation.
Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing against Braun. I think he looks insane. But like...
Do something with him. Don't do the choo-choo shit.
If you can do the choo-choo shit in context, it works. For example, when he was the tag champ with that kid.
Great. Yeah, that was cute.
You can choo-choo all day.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. I don't know. Oh, your camera's dead again.
He could have been a Hogan.
We're going to turn off your camera for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, sure.
If anything, I'll bring the other camera.
Let it cool off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, man. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
For Monday Night Raw, we got the men's qualifying match, like we said. Chad Gable was replaced by Ilya Dragunov because he's dead.
There we go.
Women's qualifying match. Lyra Valkyria, Shayna Baszler, and Kairi Sane.
Great.
Let's talk about Dynamite before we go into Q&A.
Yes, sir.
Dynamite opened with a banger. MJF and Roosh.
Hell of a match.
This happened on Dynamite because Roosh is not on the Forbidden Door show. I think there were issues with getting him on that. So they did the match, and it was fantastic. What are you whispering?
Sorry.
MJ?
Yeah, seriously.
What are you saying?
Yeah, for real. What are you saying?
Nothing. I was practicing something.
You caught him. You caught him doing something.
I did.
He's like, oos. Oos.
Forgot I was.
Oos.
I forgot I was.
Oos. My mic's on.
He's just repeating himself.
Oos.
Oh my god.
Guy's just saying oos over and over again.
You know what? He is our Gary Delabate. He's our Fluffa Flu Fly.
He's the Baba Booey.
Yeah, he's our Baba Booey.
the Baba Booey of wrestling.
Yeah. Mama MG.
Oos.
Just
What are you repeating to yourself? Please tell us.
You'll find out soon.
He's
Oh,
like,
okay.
spice.
All right.
The
We'll find out
spice.
apparently.
The
Spice.
spice is on Dune.
He's
Spice.
talking about the spices on Dune.
Spice. The spice is on Ericus.
So MJF defeated Roosh. Great match. He beat him with a brainbuster.
Yeah.
And you know what he did not take? That double leg in the corner. He did not take that spot.
Yeah. Roosh looked like $1 million.
Yeah, Roosh looked great. MJF looked great. After Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony and Hichin came on the screen, and the Forbidden Door matches, Hichin and MJF.
Awesome.
You know what? Is that the match I want to see?
Yes.
Yes. Is that the match I should be seeing? No, but you know what? What a weirdo.
Into it.
I'm into it. I like weird pairings. That's my weird wrestling thing. I love a weird pairing. I want to see two styles that do not go well together whatsoever, and I want to see what happens. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay followed with a face-to-face and a tremendous face-to-face with these two.
Great. Yeah. I do think Ospreay should have punched him.
When he's like, "Bruh, don't talk about my family."
Is that your British accent?
It's terrible.
Is that your British accent, Andrew?
No, I don't want to do it. It's quite offensive, my British accent.
He's like,
people get very upset when I do it.
Don't talk about me family.
Hey, it's me.
I'm from
Will Ospreay
from jolly old England.
I'm from jolly old England. Hey. No, that's not his voice? That's not what they sound like? I thought this was great. Prince Nana kind of diffusing it, and then at the end, he's like, "No, I do want this to get personal." When Swerve, I'm like, "Oh man,
yeah, that's wild.
That's fantastic."
He's gonna do the Hangman. He's gonna show up in his house and put a blanket on his baby. He's gonna tuck his baby in.
He's gonna tuck the baby in.
You had Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Dante Martin defeating Roderick Strong to
the
catch
promo. That Mark Briscoe promo. Did you hear it?
It was fun.
Great.
And he's like, "Get out of here, Jack Perry." I was so impressed by him.
Yes.
So impressed by him in that promo.
Mark Briscoe's great.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
So good. This was good.
Yeah.
I like this match too. This was a great match.
You had the Acclaim defeating the Young Bucks as the...
Oh, sorry. I pushed the wrong button. I'm so sorry, bitches.
Thank you.
Thanks, MG.
Thank
That's
you,
what he was
MJ.
practicing. Okay.
Is that what you were practicing?
I'm still
this
in a black
time?
hole. Can we get that?
But you know what, though? He does press the... I think Okada stole the gimmick from him. This man is constantly smashing buttons when I'm doing the show.
Okada watched.
And he goes, "Oh, sorry, oh, sorry, oh, sorry."
Okada watched one episode and took notes.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, this guy fucks up a show regularly, weekly. I'm gonna copy him." You and Okada have something in common, and that's very strange. That's a very strange thing to have. You have something in common with Okada.
It makes sense now what he was whispering into the microphone. He wasn't saying spice from Ericus. He was saying push.
Dude, how great is Okada?
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, he's the worst heel.
Yes.
He is abysmal. As a heel, he's -5 stars. But he's so good at being a terrible, lovable heel.
He's a funny, great piece of shit.
He's a funny, great piece of shit. He is... I've never seen so much charisma come out of this guy. And he's not even wrestling.
Yeah.
He doesn't even... He must be having the time of his life.
This makes up for Balloon Okada.
Oh, sad Balloon Okada?
This makes up for sad Balloon Okada. Like, big time. I love this Okada. It's a shame that they can't give this guy a proper cool t-shirt. Like, his bitches t-shirt is god-awful.
Yo, all those new AEW shirts are terrible.
Terrible. They need a good designer on that team, man.
Terrible. He is so incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I just... Listen, maybe this is like a little bit of thing. It's like, hey, we're gonna start off slow. You're not gonna do much. Develop your character, and then we'll go into overdrive with him. Him as a world champion is a major thing.
It's gonna happen.
It has to.
It's gonna happen.
It has to.
Within the next year, you're gonna get an Okada Kenny Omega, and it's gonna destroy everything.
Yeah, he's so good. Just so much charisma. So much charisma.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Maybe this is his way. He's like, TNA had me. And look
Yeah.
what they did to me. They gave me a very stereotypical racist character.
Right.
And I didn't speak. I didn't do shit. He went to Japan. He went back to Japan, obviously. And he became a whole different human being.
Yeah.
Forgotten that gimmick. And then now he's doing this. And it's 1 billion times better than anything.
It's just him and Shibata doing these gimmicks are...
Oh, Shibata's another
Great.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shibata's another one.
With the translator, the talking translator, I think is phenomenal. I really, it's always interesting. Like as a fan, you want to see everybody do well, but you also always play fantasy booking, right?
Yeah.
So this stuff I'm watching now with Okada. Okada's still a young guy, right? Imagine 3 years from now, Triple H is watching this shit. He's like, yo, he's a funny dude.
No, they wanted him.
Brings him over, and you kind of get like a mix of everything.
I think WWE probably is like, wow, okay, you know what? This may work out for our benefit.
Right.
Because the next contract, whatever that is, we'll definitely want him now.
Exactly.
Depends. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think he's so impressive. He'll do well anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was really good. I like this match. I like how they did it.
Mhm.
The Bucks went for the belt to hit Bowen. Was it Bowen? No, Kid Caster.
Mhm.
And they missed, and then Bowen came in, or I forgot which one did it, and hit him with the title, and they won the match. So this is continuing. This was great stuff. Timeless Tony Storm and Mina. I love this contract signing. Very good contract signing. Mina's great.
She's awesome.
I'm
She's
very
awesome.
into her. Not like that. I mean, maybe a little. Not like that, though. But very into her. She's fantastic.
Not like that, maybe a little. Not like that.
She's great.
No, she's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very into this match. Mariah May was hosting.
Mhm.
Mina was really good. Pretty much, they're fighting over Mariah.
Love it.
And then Saraya and her friends interrupted, setting up a 6-man on Collision.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm into this.
Yeah, same here.
Chris Statlander defeated Nyla Rose in the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. Daniel Garcia defeated Titus. All right.
Right, Titus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Gates of Agony would attack him afterwards. It didn't do anything for me.
Well, then
I don't like the dance.
It's okay.
I think he needs to be serious. He needs to become a serious boy. I don't like the dance.
It's going to happen, but you have Matt Menard trying to make the save. He gets jumped. MJF comes out, clears the ring. Then Ospreay comes out to help. You get the back-to-back Ospreay, MJF bump into each other.
Okay. That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I
Really
loved everything about that. Building the pieces.
Very well done.
That's
Very
a
well
Forbidden Door match. Maybe
think
that's
so.
the Wembley match.
done. Great Forbidden Door match.
That would have been a great but do you do that match at Wembley?
I think you do that match at Wembley and then have Ospreay lose and drop that belt to...
But the winner
MJF.
of the cup faces at Wembley.
Yeah.
That's the match.
Okay.
So if you keep the title, we'll talk about the bracket also.
Yeah.
Do you have the bracket, MG? People are
I
very
meant to put it
upset
on
over
there.
the bracket.
I'll get it on there for you.
Okay.
Mm.
Bracket. Let's see. I want to see it. Is there a spoiler here for the bracket? There may be.
Oh, yeah, because...
Yeah, it's fine. I'll announce it. Yeah, give me the bracket in the news in the notes because I want to talk
Yep,
about it.
yep,
Also,
yep,
be a good
submit
one.
your super chat so we can answer your questions at the end of the show, which we're approaching here. Yeah, and Pac defeated Claudio in the Owen Hart Foundation Cup quarterfinals match.
Great
well.
match. Great win for Pac.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pac's great.
Both these guys.
Both of them.
With Danielson on commentary. And it was funny because Excalibur was trying to squeeze in Danielson versus Shingo at Forbidden Door, and it was completely ignored by everybody the first go-around, and then he had to mention it again later on during the match.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Shingo, Danielson at Forbidden Door will be there.
We will be at Forbidden Door.
I think this is the first time we're going to see Shingo in person.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've seen Shingo in
Yeah.
person. Peach and Sarah, I've never seen in person.
Same here.
That's cool, too.
Ospreay either.
Ospreay,
I don't think we've seen Ospreay. Maybe we have. I don't know.
No, I don't think we
remember. Okay.
have. Have I? I've seen Ricochet in person. I mean,
Mhm.
I saw him on the Indies. We saw Ricochet at La Boom.
Yeah.
When he was in NXT, I think, he
Mhm.
did the appearance. Rampage tonight, Private Party versus Commander and Metalik.
Great.
Willow Nightingale versus Serena Deeb and the Owen Hart Cup quarterfinal. Leo Rush versus Action Andretti in the TNT title ladder match.
Awesome.
Yo, Leo Rush, I'm into him.
Yeah, same.
Yep. Oh, here's the okay. So I have the bracket here. Hold on. I
All
just
right, let's
added
take a
it
look.
and then deleted it. Just please add it back.
Add it, then delete it.
Yeah, thank you. Will Ospreay defends the AEW International title against Brian Cage. Okada versus Ultimo Guerrero.
Awesome.
Yo, that is a match I want to see.
Yes.
Okada and Ultimo Guerrero. Do you know how old Ultimo Guerrero is?
Let's take a bet
53
here.
years
Yeah,
old.
I was gonna say 51.
I'm very, very interested to see what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very into this. What a weird match, right? To have.
Oh yeah.
Kazuchika Okada versus Ultimo Guerrero on TNT.
Mm-hmm. All dream matches.
It really is
all
a pretty
dream matches.
Again, a funky pairing that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Samoa Joe and Hook and Shibata versus the Premier Athletes. You got Private Party versus Big Bill and Chris Jericho, which I love this Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
It's very good.
It's so good.
It's very good. We didn't talk about the Samoa Joe and Hook thing. I feel like I really like loosey-goosey Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Men's bracket tournament will feature, here we go, Claudio. I just want a picture of the graphic. What are you posting here? I can do that. AEW
Keep practicing.
Owen Hart Cup 2024. Oh, look, I found the Wikipedia. Here you go.
There you go.
Okay. Is this it? Is this the new one? Where's the new one? Yeah, here we go. You got Claudio and Pac. Pac advances. Bryan Danielson, Shingo Takagi. Ray Phoenix, Jay White. Jeff Jarrett versus to be announced.
Turnbuckle Dan, baby.
People were very upset about Jarrett being in here.
Dang, why?
I don't know. I'm like, it kind of makes sense.
I don't like that they cooled
So I
off
have
on
a
the Jarrett
question.
stuff. Because
Yeah.
the Jarrett stuff was fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yes. What's your question?
Here's my question: Is it logistically possible that the wild card is one Ricochet, maybe, or is the
I don't know.
contract not up?
I don't. Is this updated? Did they announce anything? Because I didn't read spoilers.
No, I haven't read spoilers either, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, I was just curious. It was something I asked on Wednesday in our group chat.
Yeah. So I mean, the final's going to be on July 10th.
Sweet.
So I mean, Jay White advances.
Mm.
Man, I want Jeff Jarrett to advance.
Oh, same
in
here.
this.
Same
I really
here.
do. I just for my own shit, sing giggles. You know, like
Mhm.
I don't care.
No, absolutely.
So what are we getting? We're getting Danielson and Pac,
Mm.
Jay White and whoever.
Yeah.
What's the finals? Danielson and Jay White?
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Wouldn't mind that.
Danielson and Jeff Jarrett?
Also wouldn't mind that.
That would be weird.
It would be weird, but I also wouldn't
But
mind
is that a dream match for have they wrestled? Have they had
I
a
don't think
singles
so.
ever? I don't think so.
it. It's bound to happen.
The women's side, Willow Nightingale, Serena Deeb, Willow advanced, Chris Statlander and Nyla Rose. Chris advanced, Deanna Purrazzo, Puzuzio, and Shida, Mariah May, and Saraya.
Great.
All right, cool. Who wins the women's? Mariah May?
Makes the most sense.
Mariah May. You know what? I'm going to go Deanna Purrazzo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's I'm putting my money on I'm Deanna Purrazzo or Chris Statlander. I think Chris Statlander needs it more.
Right now, without knowing TBA,
Yeah.
Turnbuckle Al, who wins the men's?
I really want to say Danielson.
Danielson.
Yeah. I want to say Danielson.
But there's that Nigel McGuinness aspect of that too that we don't know about.
Yeah. That the possible
Is
Wembley
he get
match,
involved? Is he actually going to?
I'm very torn here with this.
So the winner gets a title shot, right?
The winner gets a title
so-
shot.
Okay. So let's say the final is Danielson, Jay White. Jay White wins, right?
Okay.
Jay White versus Ospreay at All In.
Or
Swerve.
Or Swerve, yeah.
Right? At Wembley, Danielson, McGuinness.
I mean, to me, it seems like they're going to go MJF and Ospreay,
Yeah.
Swerve and whoever this is, And then you could have Danielson and Nigel. I mean, those are big matches. I mean, I'm not saying they're mega matches, but they're pretty big.
Yeah. For wrestling fans, I feel like if you're gonna go, I think all the shows for the rest of the year should be 30-minute dream matches.
Do you see how much short my shorts are? Take a peek.
Yeah, I know you got. I saw them before. You rolled them up. You were like, you got to get these shorts, bro.
Yeah, I got the pinks underneath.
You turned into Vince Russo. You were like, you got to get these shorts, bro.
That's how we tell. He's the one that convinced me to get them.
Those are nice shorts, though.
Thank you.
I think you should stand up and show
Danielson
everybody.
versus TBA. People are saying.
Yeah.
What if
Ricochet, Rob Van Dam?
I don't know. The Ricochet stuff is very interesting to me.
Well,
I hope he goes there.
Well, because his contract status hasn't really been revealed, right? Like if he has a non-compete and all that stuff. Like if his contract is over, he can just show up anywhere, right?
Yeah. When it's over, I don't know if he has a 90. I haven't. I've been so disconnected the last 2 weeks, dude.
Who is the Moxley? I feel like Moxley's the only one that did it right? Like he actually worked until the end of his contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do we have here? Collision. We went through AEW Dynamite next week. Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay versus the Gates of Agony.
Mm.
Can they coexist? That is the story here. Timeless Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Mina versus Saraya, Harley Cameron, and Anna Jay. Switchblade Jay White versus Ray Phoenix in the quarterfinal.
Great.
Hey, this G1 looks great.
G1 looks really good.
Okay? I'm so glad they went back to the 2-block system.
Same here.
I hated the third, the C. It was too much.
There's a lot.
But this looks great. Block A, Naito, Umino, Takagi, Sonata, Great O'Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., Gabe Kidd, Evil, Jake Lee, and to be announced.
Excellent.
Block B, Hikuleo. I'm sorry, Hikuleo, not Hikuleo. I got Hikuleo on my mind. Hiroki Goto, El Phantasmo, Yota Tsuji, which is my favorite right now in New Japan. Jeff Cobbs, Hanare, Dave Finlay, Ren Narita, Umimura, and Takeshita.
And a TBA. So wouldn't it be awesome if Mox holds on to that belt until Wrestle Kingdom?
So here's... I don't know
Shooter wins.
And Shooter wins. I mean, that'd be great.
Get it.
Here's how it's going to work. Block A, decide who there's a mini tournament for Turnbuckle L. Mm-hmm. Chase Owens. Chase Owen.
Oh, Fred's here.
Fred's
in the room.
When were you last in the Bullet Club? Bullet Club. That's how my father says Bullet Club.
Bullet Club.
Yeah, every time he sees me wear it, he goes, Bullet Club. Why the skull? Do you know what my
You're
father
like, they're
says?
bad boys, Dad.
You know what my father says for skeleton? How does your father say skeleton?
A
skeleton. A skeleton.
I can't give you an accurate answer, to be honest.
Skeleton.
Yeah.
My father puts an E.
A skeleton. Yeah.
Chase Owens, Yoshihashi, Takahashi, and Newman from Seinfeld. And Block B is going to be Toriano, Bolton, Kojima, and TJP.
Yeah.
The winner will then face. Then the winners will then face Tanahashi and Taichi on July 3rd.
Yeah.
Finals will take place July 5th.
Great.
Next week is episode 500 for the show. It's our 500th episode. Wild. Yeah. I know. Nobody could see. I'm sorry. Do you want to go turn it on for the news?
I'm doing a cool...
For the questions, you want to turn it on?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You could get up and turn it on. That's fine. You know how to do it. Just switch it on and off and then press the button.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know.
Which button?
Oh, press the button. So we're going to be doing that. You can see Rich now. Hold on.
He's
Let's
sorry.
see. There he is. Now Rich is sorry. There he goes. He's dancing away. He's doing a Jeff Hardy. He's doing a flip. On and off. Yeah. Just flip the. Yeah.
While he does that, I would like to mention that McAfee has finally tweeted.
There it is. You're back. Yeah. What did McAfee tweet?
He tweeted a video from quote-unquote security footage that shows a drone flying around his studio, which is what happened, saying it still hasn't confirmed it was the Wyatt Sicks. I put it in the group chat, the whole tweet, so you could see it. But they're returning to the show today. I'm highlighting it because I believe Monday's Raw is actually in Indy.
Oh,
So,
nice. Okay, interesting.
have a
Maybe
whole
they do something in the studio. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Back, baby.
So episode 500 next week. We'll have a lot of fun doing that. And then we're going to take a 2-week hiatus. I'm going away.
Pay attention, guys.
I'm going away.
Yeah.
I'm going away to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me crazy. Jamaica, Queens.
Yes. You're staying right by the airport.
I'm staying right by the airport. And actually, you know what's funny? The one in Montego Bay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Sandals. Okay.
Nice.
I love
all
Sandals.
inclusive.
All inclusive.
Is this an ad for sandals?
Oh, there's tons of it. This is an ad. I would love an ad for Sandals. You know what? The money that I'm paying for this trip is disgusting.
You gotta recoup it. Sandals.
I gotta
Sandals,
recoup
if you're
it.
out
I'm just
there.
gonna keep saying Sandals over and over again. I'm getting a Sandals tattoo to pay for half of it.
That's
I got a nice walk up, like my room. I got the suite, and it's
got
a
that
walk
patio.
up. I got I don't use the butler. Okay.
Okay.
I find it very degrading.
For you or for them?
I just find it. I've seen how people treat these people.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the camera's working. Great. Okay, great. I see how they treat them, and I got a deal with my butler.
You don't like being buttled.
Last time we went, we had a butler. I said, here's the deal. I'm going to give you money to leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
I just need a few things from you. I want my chair set up on the beach.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
It's like 2 steps from the room, right?
That's the best.
Because I got to walk up. I want to set up. I need a pound of bacon and 2 bottles of champagne.
Great.
Okay?
Uncooked bacon.
Uncooked bacon. And then I want you to leave me alone. And what they do when you do that, every now and then they bring you snacks, which is great.
Yeah.
I told them all the time, I'm like, I'm going to be stoned on the beach. I'm going to drink and I don't even need a glass. I drink my champagne out of the fucking bottle.
Classy.
Okay? We just fry all day. We get out there like early, like 9 o'clock. And then we stay there till about 2:30. Maybe we go in the water. We go to the bar after. You know, people want to talk.
Yeah.
I'm done by 9 o'clock. I'm not going to a show. I'm not going to socialize with anybody.
It's Betty Bye.
I want to be left alone. I want to be in my pool. Oh, I also have a pool, which is nice.
Very nice.
This was my anniversary. Listen, last year I didn't go. My daughter was sick last summer, so we didn't go, obviously. So we're going to do it nice this year. And it's my 40th. So we're going to Sandals. Fantastic. I absolutely love Sandals.
If you keep saying Sandals will show up.
Yeah, no kids either.
Yeah.
There's no kids.
Who's taking care of the kids?
Empty
house.
Yeah, MG. No, we have
I'll
so
be
many
by.
people.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And then I'm gone at the end of the summer. We're going on a cruise. This is going to be wild.
That was the package
Tell
you
me.
left on my doorstep.
Yeah,
Go check on that.
The package with holes poked in it?
Yeah. And then I'm going on a cruise at end of August.
What's the cruise about?
So
Booze cruise around Manhattan? You doing the Circle Line?
no, we're doing Royal Caribbean.
Nice.
I did not know this, so I was not going on this cruise.
Okay.
Is it a
Okay, this is
cruise?
It's a what?
A nudist cruise?
No, there's children going.
Oh, okay.
This is the cruise that just goes on with Chauncey.
Okay.
Chauncey Hayden has become one of Jess's closest friends. It's so bizarre. Like one of my closest friends too, but he's such a lunatic of a human being. So they do, Jess and her mom would go, and then Chauncey would come with her daughter from Ireland.
Yeah.
And Hunter, no, I can't talk about this because the kids don't know.
Okay.
They don't know that I'm going. So Hunter came up and he's like, "Hey, I really would love for you to come on this cruise." I'm like, "Nah, not my thing. I don't like cruises." So I was like, "Just book,
like a
book
surprise.
it." I booked the suite. I got a nice I got to do it right because I'm so fucking neurotic.
Yeah.
Traveling with me is insane.
I've seen it. I've been there.
The meltdowns happen. That's real.
Yeah, I know.
It's terrible.
They're not bad. You know what? I have a very high tolerance for stuff, so I've never been bothered by your meltdowns.
No, it's not like loud. It's just you could see me falling apart.
You're also very self-aware of your meltdowns.
I am, yeah, and I prepare everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, things aren't going my way. I got to leave. I did not know that this is leaving out of Miami.
You gotta fly.
And we don't have a flight to Miami. We have a flight to Fort Lauderdale at 5 a.m. We're leaving here, going to Fort Lauderdale, then driving, getting a car.
That's not a bad drive.
I'm getting someone to drive. I'm not driving.
I've done that drive.
To Miami.
Yeah. I effed up one year, and I booked a hotel in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And booked a flight to Miami. And then mid-flight, I was like, fuck.
Oh, you realized it mid-flight.
And then when we landed, I was like, shit. And I went to the first cab. I was like, how much to take us to Fort Lauderdale? The guy was like $120. I was like, nope. I rented a car for $40 a day.
Wow.
And just like drove the hour. And it was great.
I would have.
And we had the car. We had the car for the week.
Nice.
It was awesome.
And then where'd you fly out of? Fly back?
Back from Miami. Drove back to Miami.
Drove back to Miami.
It was awesome. It worked out.
I'm out here in Miami. When is your actual anniversary? My anniversary is August 9th.
Happy anniversary.
2008.
Wow, yeah.
8908, yeah.
That's crazy.
I was in 8th grade.
You were in 8th grade.
You want to do questions?
Yeah, let's do questions.
All right, let's do some questions.
You can ask me anything. You want to know about my supplement regimen?
AMA.
You want to know how I inject my belly with some Orlin? I'll talk about that too.
AZA. Ask Kazarian anything.
Oh, you didn't do an
Gentlemen,
Ask Zarian. You didn't do an Ask Andrew.
Was that a segment on this
Beyond
show?
the Bell
That-
exclusive.
Oh, that's
Beyond
Beyond the
Bell.
Bell. Okay, so we'll save that.
What
for Beyond
Andrew
the Bell.
thinks is on the Beyond the Bell show.
Okay, let's do it.
Gentlemen,
Guys.
before questions, I got to dip out. So
All right.
All right, goodbye.
Best of luck, dude.
Yeah, good luck.
thank you.
Good luck. Don't forget that do-rag.
Yeah. Put the do-rag on.
Put that do-rag on. Big gold
He could
chain.
wear a do-rag. He
Big
could wear a
naughty
do-rag.
gold chain.
He could wear a
He
do-rag,
could rock a
right?
do-rag, yeah.
I mean, I'm not an authority on this. If someone in the chat room is an authority on if Jonathan could wear a do-rag, I'd love to know. Can I wear a do-rag? Can Rich wear a do-rag? I'd love to know. Is it offensive at all?
That's
if you
a good
saw
question.
if you saw me in this outfit, you know what? Maybe a little because of the death row shirt.
Yeah.
Then it's like I'm doing something here.
If we're gonna ask you guys questions now.
Okay, look, Cadillac Carson, he's an authority on this. Yeah, cool. You guys are good. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Mwah,
There you go. That's all I needed.
What if I started dressing like Slick Rick? Just like eye patch.
Eye patch?
Fucking-
Oh, that's Slick Rick.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like Lottie Dottie Slick Rick.
Lottie Dottie. Lottie Dottie.
Dottie. We're gonna ask you guys questions now. Anyway,
Yeah.
ask us questions. If you want to super chat us, your question will get answered first. We have a bunch of super chats that we're gonna get to, and then we'll get to your questions. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do
First super chat.
it. Let's do it.
QB. All in card. Swerve versus Hangman for AEW heavyweight title. MJF versus Ospreay. Daniel Bryan versus Nigel Storm. And versus Nigel. Storm versus Mariah May. Bucks versus Motor City Machine Guns. Yay
You know
or
what?
nay?
I love it. Hangman could be the turnbuckle L.
I'm with it.
Why not?
I want that Hangman as the TBA. TBG,
And he just murders
TBA.
Jeff Jarrett? I mean, is that what
fair.
happened? He would have to.
We got a $1.99 here from Matt Logan. I'm watching the Celtics championship parade.
Congratulations.
The most boring NBA finals of all
You
time.
hated it, huh?
possibly. Yeah, listen, I wanted to see
The Knicks.
the Knicks.
Go New
And
York, go New York. Remember that?
Honestly, if it wasn't, I want my dream NBA finals for this year.
Yeah.
Knicks and Nuggets.
Oh, really? That's what you wanted?
That's what I wanted. I
Wow.
wanted Knicks and Nuggets. If it wasn't Knicks and Nuggets, I would have loved to see Luka win.
I would love nothing more for the NBA
Mhm.
to start cloning people.
Okay, like Michael Jordan.
And I want the 94 Knicks, okay?
Hell yeah.
I want the 94 Knicks. I want Patrick Ewing.
Mhm.
I want John Starks. I want the whole shebang.
Yeah.
The greatest team ever.
I mean, Jock Star's still alive. He's got a Kia. I don't know if you know that.
yeah. I mean, they're all alive, mostly.
John Starks is Kia.
Charles Oakley, one of the greatest.
Charles
Anthony
Oakley.
Mason, one of the greatest. Larry Johnson,
Yeah.
one of the greatest.
Yeah.
I loved 90s Knicks. They were so gritty.
People forget that Larry Johnson was on the Knicks.
They do. and he
Isn't
was
Charles
grandmama.
Oakley still
He's grandmama.
banned? Isn't
Charles-
Charles Oakley still banned by Dolan?
I don't know if Oakley's still banned. Well, Dolan bans everybody.
Yeah.
My friend was banned for a little bit.
Listen, we got the Nova 3.
My friend
We're
Lisa was banned.
We're going hard next year.
Yeah.
Mr. Showtime 84.
That by the way, that was such a tremendous night when I'm getting a call.
Oh yeah.
Lisa, and I'm with Lisa, and we just got thrown out of Radio City.
Wild. Wow, that troublemaker.
Troublemaker, that one. Troublemaker. We should get Lisa on the show.
And the other one.
Oh, yeah, the other one's a troublemaker, too. The other one's a big-time troublemaker. We should get Lisa on.
Yes.
Maybe she'll record something for our 500th episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ask her about it. Mr. Showtime 84, does it seem like Mercedes promos are still stuck in WWE scripted promo
Yes.
mode? Great wrestler, but the promos seem forced.
You know, it was so evident in that pre-tape promo she did on Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's and I don't want to insult wrestling. I never do.
Yeah.
But it's very much like a Nikki Bella, that era, like, oh, and you want to get it? You got it.
Oh, Andy Bella's back, baby.
Andy Bella's back.
Summertime. It's summertime.
You want to see my moves? Sister, you're not seeing anything because I'm gonna blind you in our blindfold match.
Blind you in our blindfold.
Yeah, she's gonna stab her in the fucking eyes.
All right. Listen. We got to be careful because whenever you say something about Mercedes, people go nuts.
They come.
Yeah, they come. Oh, yeah, they do. You know what I'm going to do to all those people? I'm going to assemble the 4 horsemen of wrestling podcasts.
Who's that?
I'm going to put Eric Bischoff. I'm going to assemble them myself. I will lead this group. It's going to be Eric Bischoff. It's going to be Jim Cornette. And it's going to be Vince Russo. And me.
Bro.
As Apocalypse.
Bro. Paul Anthony Moss, 2-part question. Would Shane McMahon in AEW be a good thing? As an on-air talent in AEW, how would you book him?
Okay, let's talk about this. This came out because of a tweet Conrad made.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be our scrum question this year. Your question or my question at the scrum? Raise your hand. So-and-so from Matt Podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We'll alternate.
Yeah.
You can go Andrew Zarian Beyond the Bell. And then
Andrew
Andrew Zarian Matt Podcast.
Andrew Zarian Wrestling Observer.
Mr. Gonzo, Wrestling Observer. Just go Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon.
In a Lorne Michaels voice. Shane McMahon.
I'm very intrigued by that. This is based on a tweet that Conrad put out about possibilities. Listen, I don't know. There's such a family dynamic there with them. Do you show up on your competitor's television?
Yeah.
A McMahon? I mean, that would be a tremendous image. Him in that AEW ring, holding the AEW mic, and obviously it's so reminiscent of him holding the WCW mic. They could redo that whole thing.
Yeah,
that he now owns a. I mean, I know it's goofy and it's stupid, and a lot of people hate it. But listen, I could fantasy book that in my head, and it looks pretty good.
So
only in my head.
So and the fans know, Edge and Christian are very tight with Shane.
They are.
Maybe
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Maybe a little. They're like, hey, brother, why don't you come on over?
Dave said that it was a nonsense story. It most likely is a nonsense story. But wouldn't you want to see Shane McMahon and Darby Allin in some bizarre hardcore match?
I would love that. Who falls further from a ladder?
Who falls further from a ladder? That's how you get the winner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the farthest fall. They're just, you know what it is? They're not even wrestling. They're just going up on the ladder, and then they're jumping higher and higher each time.
Dude, I would love to see. Listen, I love bonker shit. I don't care what anybody thinks. This is the wrestling that goes on in my head. Me too. I would love Shane McMahon in AEW. Again,
you know what I want to see? Muda and Shane McMahon. How about that? Give me another bonkers one. Yeah. Give me something insane.
It always goes back to Sabu. The last hurrah of ECW. Bring all those guys in for one thing. I can't do it again. Versus all the AEW hardcore guys.
Oh my god!
What would be the version of the Millionaires Club and the Young Bloods or the New Bloods in AEW?
I guess it would have to be everybody that's old. Edge, Christian,
Jericho,
Edge,
Christian.
You could have put Sting there, right? But he's not there. Who else is there that's older?
It is a very
Samoa Joe.
Ooh, Samoa Joe is great.
Samoa Joe.
And he already did Main Event Mafia.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to think who else is there that's old. Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff, 100%.
100% Jeff.
All former world champs.
Yeah, all former world champs.
So you got 5
Billy
guys.
Gunn. Billy Gunn.
Oh, Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there you go. Absolutely. Good one. Billy Gunn's great. And Ric Flair.
Yo, just as the manager, mouthpiece,
just standing there. Nobody knows what he's saying.
And who's the New Blood?
The New Blood would be all of the young ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could put
Malachi.
No, I would go even younger.
Really?
I would go like Dante Martin, Action Andretti.
I like that. Yeah.
You know? Oh, Dustin could be in that group.
Yeah. Where's Sammy?
Sammy was suspended or
Yeah.
injured? Yeah, I think he was suspended and he never came back.
Would you put Eddie Kingston in the new
And
Rush?
he just
Yo,
became
Tracy
a dad.
Morgan. Does he know he sounds like Tracy Morgan? I mean, I didn't know to insult. I love the fucking guy. He's so incredible.
What's the timeline for Eddie Kingston coming back? He busted his legs up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't know. I'm so happy that guy made it.
Oh, same here.
It makes me like that is the greatest wrestling story.
Same
That
here.
guy was a local independent wrestler
Mhm.
with virtually no TV exposure. And the first time he goes on fucking TV, everybody falls in love with him.
Blows it up.
And thank God for Cody for recognizing it.
That's part of the charm of the first few years of AEW with stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
As far as Shane McMahon being booked in AEW, I would book him like Vince Russo booked himself in WCW, except better.
Oh, man.
I would right those wrongs.
He put on the helmet.
I wouldn't do the helmet. I wouldn't go as far as that.
Are you?
But he'd right those wrongs. He'd put the belt on himself at some point, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's see
What
what
else?
else we got here. We got, this is a big one. This is a big one. This is a good one. This is from Cadillac Carson.
Yeah.
On Wednesday, he goes, okay. Buckle up, guys. Okay, you told me to save this for the Matt Men show
all right.
instead of Beyond the Bell.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Seinfeld characters being in the Uncle Howdy group. Also, dance, MG. All right, let's get that dance out of the way.
Let's get the dance.
Danny Garcia dance.
Oh,
you
what
want
is
this one?
I want the Mercedes Moné dance.
Oh, that's this one.
You got to stand up. Let's stand up a little bit.
No. He has a boner, dude.
If you stand straight up, does your head
Give me some other dance
does
moves.
your
What
head
else
hit
can
the
you
ceiling?
do? Can you do any other moves? Like, what's your?
I don't know this.
Can you do? Yeah. Oh God, it's monstrous.
Be enchanted, ladies.
Oh God, I no.
That's the enchantment under
I
the
look
sea
too
dance.
long. I look too long. I look too long, and parts of my body are turning into stone.
You're getting less tan the more you look at him.
That's my kryptonite.
Sucking the
He
tan
drains
through
it.
the internet.
He's sucking the tan out of you. Hawk too. He's sucking the tan out of you.
Hot two. Go for that girl. All right. All right. So we got the dance out of the way. Let's talk Seinfeld characters being in Uncle Howdy's group. Okay, so definitely, what's his name? I'm the devil.
Putty?
But Putty will be in there.
Oh, Putty's definitely in there.
Okay, face paint and all.
Putty would be the devil.
He would be the devil.
A devil.
He'd be the New Jersey devil.
Mhm.
How about the Soup Nazi? Soup Nazi would be in
Soup
there, right?
Nazi. Soup Nazi would be in there
As like a mutilated chef.
Yeah, like
Sure.
a Leatherface type.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Um.
Peterman would have to be in there.
Oh, Peterman is the higher power.
Yeah. Peterman's a higher power.
That Peterman catalog, fantastic. The 1996 issue of the Peterman catalog,
Yeah.
fucking perfect.
Pe-
Newman,
absolutely. Newman like a zombie mailman.
I was thinking like a wizard.
Okay. Has there been a wizard in WWE?
The Crazy Joe guy. Oh yeah,
Crazy
the
Joe Davola?
Joe. Yeah.
Crazy Joe Davola.
Yeah.
Because what's Jerry Steller? Frank Costanza.
Oh, Frank Costanza has to be in it.
But nothing altered about him. It's just
Yeah.
Frank Costanza.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What did he call the condom?
Oh.
Is that a P? Prophylactic?
Is that a prophylactic?
Is that a prophylactic in my bed? A prophylactic. What a fucking old timey thing to say.
I think the last time I heard that word was
Seinfeld.
I don't know about so I don't know about you. I went to I know you didn't go to Catholic high school.
I did not go to Catholic high school. I went to public school.
Canonically, I think I thought this was a unique experience, but our football coach also taught the sex ed class.
Oh, great. Of course he did.
Right? And I think that's the last time I heard the use of the word prophylactic.
That's hysterical.
Yeah.
The Mandelbaums, they'll be zombies.
Oh, the Mandelbaums.
Mandelbaum. Does that suit your You gave $10 for that question?
Yeah.
Jeez,
And he
I
made
feel
him
like
dance.
and you know what? He made him dance. That was worth it.
We got to make it a little better. Book Jerry backstage segment on Raw.
Okay.
Jerry and George running into the Wyatt Sicks.
Oh, okay. Jerry, there's something going on. Something going on. What? What is it? What is it, George? What is it? There's zombies. There's ghosts. There's ghosts. Zombies. Ah! Jerry, everybody's dead. They're bleeding.
And then whack,
They're
lights out.
bleeding. Blood. Doesn't Jerry have like a blood thing? He can't look at blood. Ah! Just running, flailing his arms.
Your Seinfeld impression is really taking on a life of its own. He's like the ghost of like a dead pirate ship. Oh,
Jerry, you'll never believe this. They got Kramer. Elaine's walking on the floors on fours.
on force. And then Kramer walks by. He's doing like the backwards
thing.
Backwards crawl.
Yeah, great, excellent.
All right,
excellent,
guys. We're still doing questions.
Yeah,
we're going to
let's
do a couple more, and then we're going to get the F out of here. All right.
Like WWE did in 2002.
Get the F out. Brian Knight, do you know when Joe Hendry is a free agent? He's going to get paid.
Yo, I like him. I have to tell you something. I never liked the song. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't like the song. However, when he came out in NXT, I was like, okay, I see it.
You get it.
I get it. He's good, man. I hope he does something in WWE. I mean, there's momentum.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big dude too.
Yeah,
big chest.
Yeah,
big chest.
Corey
Apparently
Richmond.
everyone liked him.
Backstage. What are you looking at?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Everybody liked him backstage, so yeah.
I'm so fascinated by your setup, Mr. Gonzo.
He's turning into Chris Jericho a little bit.
He's got that Shawn Michaels hair. You're like the Wish Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Can you put him back on camera? And he's got like that return. He's got that return. Just turn your head sideways.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Jericho a little bit.
He's got that. Yeah, you got like that Shawn
a lot
Michaels
of bad life
return
decisions.
That Marty Gennardi. Corey Richmond, hashtag AskMattman. Does the AEW Thriller pay-per-view bundles... I gotta make sense of this one. Does the AEW Thriller pay-per-view bundles a possible sign that PPVs will not be on Max?
I possibly. I don't know what it is. I don't know the internal workings of this, but I take it as listen, Max does not have pay-per-view functionality. I mean, we keep talking about this, but they haven't implemented anything that allows you to pay. Okay. And I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I wish I did. I wish I followed with the Trilla stuff. I will find out. But this will always be on traditional pay-per-view. They have to. Even if it is... Like, WWE's on traditional pay-per-view if you have to order it.
Right.
So I don't know how much of an element this is in this, but I'll dig. I think I'm going to ask some more, because somebody had asked me about this on Tuesday, and I said I'd look into it, so I'll look into it.
Okay. Quick follow-up by Cadillac Carson. He said, I had too many words in the chat. It would only let me send it for $10. I had no idea about that. I just learned that.
Oh.
I did you know that?
No.
That if you write a paragraph, I guess the price goes up.
I had no idea.
No idea about that. It makes sense.
It's like 100 words or something. It goes up like...
I had no idea about
that. You get
that.
20 words like for $2, and then it goes up from there.
Wow, I had no idea.
I learned something.
I
learned something. All right. I had a good one here from Balor Club guy, friend of ours, friend of the show. We've met him. Hopefully, are we going to do something before Forbidden
week?
Door? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sunday. I'm going to pre-record Observer next week on Sunday morning, and then I guess we'll go to a bar. What's by there by UBS?
I don't know. I know a couple of guys wanted to get together.
Yeah, Andrew wanted to get together. Yeah,
we should do that. I don't really know if there's anything that close to UBS, because it's close.
Why don't you
to
guys
like
do this?
Belmont,
Why
Elmont.
don't you guys meet somewhere by you guys, and then tell everybody to meet you guys, and you guys all just take the train?
Yeah, we could go to Bell.
No,
there's no train. I'm not taking a train.
No, this guy.
I would have to go.
Okay.
No,
MJ
because
here.
I would have to go backwards. I would have to go to Woodside
to
take a train back to Long Island. No, we're gonna take a nice Escalade.
I was gonna say, MG, this guy's an Escalade guy. Even by himself,
I know. Even by myself.
I've actually rode with him.
Yeah,
I've actually rode with him, so I know, because he had to make sure he got the XL Uber.
Yeah, I have. Why? I don't want to be in someone's Honda Civic.
Where's this effing question? I was hoping that conversation took up enough time.
Ballot Club guy will be at Forbidden Door. Great.
Ballot Club guy. TGF, my man. I'm manifesting Survivor Series to take place at MSG in New York this year. What do you guys think the odds are?
Hey, somebody asked me that, actually. That's really funny. Somebody reached out to me yesterday and asked me if I had heard that. I mean, I'd love for Survivor Series to be in New York.
Yeah.
At MSG. That would be great. Have I been to a Survivor Series at MSG? I think I have.
Honestly, it would probably be at Nassau Coliseum.
No. That's a big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Big pay-per-view. I would love nothing more for that show to be at the Garden.
Again, any idea where Survivor Series would be held this year?
No. I hadn't even thought about it until I got a message last night asking me if I had heard anything about MSG, and I hadn't. But that's easy enough for me to find out.
Oh, another follow-up to the Seinfeld thing. Elaine dated The Wiz, and nobody beats him.
Nobody beats The Wiz.
That's The Wizard.
That is The Wizard.
That's The Wizard.
That was a real commercial. Nobody beats The Wiz.
I miss The Wiz. I bought my first CD at The Wiz. I used to buy concert tickets there all the time too.
I bought a CD. My first CD. My first cassette deck at The Wiz in Great Neck.
A lot of on Main Street and in Astoria. That's the only place you could buy electronics that weren't like killing your pocket. You know? Especially as a kid.
Crazy Eddie's.
Oh, Crazy Eddie's, man. Crazy Eddie's was too far to get to.
Yeah,
it was in Hempstead.
My father would go to Crazy Eddie's.
Yeah,
that guy is crazy.
Great local commercial.
Yeah,
I had no idea it was just like a local commercial.
I love watching local commercials for like Louis Clam Bar.
Oh yeah,
and there's a bunch of London Lenny's.
London Lenny's.
Tell them Joe sent you at Louis Clam Bar, Lenny's Clam Bar. The wine is on the house.
Wild.
Tell them Joe sent you. That's the whole commercial. Still to this day, it is an old school Italian. I guess. Clam bar. I don't even know what you would describe it as. It's a clam bar. Love it.
Oh, Pro Wrestling Joker says, if you need comics, hit me up. Storage is getting out of control. He showed me his storage.
He has a lot of comics.
He's got a lot of storage units dedicated to comics.
Did you see the oh no, I just put it up there. I got a Weapon X graded.
I think you showed it to me.
I ordered another one. I ordered
cool.
the Wolverine issue from this. Not the X-Men issue. The Wolverine issue continues the bones.
The bones.
The bones.
The bones of their money.
Yeah.
Viking Blader, I can't help but feel the Drew quitting angle would be far more effective during all the contract chatter than after Dwayne's IG contract signing seems silly now.
Yeah, I think this was a secondary thought that now they're like, oh, crap. Because it would have been way more convincing. Unless Dwayne comes in and he's like, you can't quit. You sign a fucking contract, dude.
Yeah. Corey Richmond. Could they do Danielson Nigel in Cardiff Dynamite before All In?
I don't know.
Is that headline Cardiff?
I don't think Danielson should wrestle before that All In show. I think they got to be very careful.
That's got to be the setup, right? Like you go a few weeks of Nigel egging him on, and then the confrontation is at the Dynamite, and then All In.
His commentary on Collision last week was unbelievable. He goes, he was a vegan, but he couldn't stop eating brie.
Fuck. That's so good. Fuck. I really hope this is where it leads to.
Yeah, me too.
You know, just one final match for Nigel McGuinness. That would be tremendous.
Yeah.
What if this is from Cadillac? Hang on, let's do this one first, MJ. What if they did a Survivor Series kind of match between NXT guys and TNA guys? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I think the restricted portal concept would work for them. I like it, dude. I like wacky stuff. I think they should do more of this in wrestling, and I do believe WWE will be doing more of this. I think they're seeing how much of a positive it is for them.
Yeah,
and it's healthy for wrestling. It's weird to block yourself in like this. Really strange. It's not the territory days, you know. Like it doesn't. I mean, but WWE does do some really predatory practices.
Oh yeah,
historically,
you
know, like they are running that Garden show 2 days before Forbidden Door,
right? And
this is the second time this has happened. They've run a show, and then AEW is also running a show in the same market. Yeah. It happens. Is it a coincidence? Most likely not.
Right.
Most likely it's to bastardize the market, and that's fine. That's how you do it. That's competitive, but. As far as like allowing other companies in or having people that you necessarily don't think are TV ready on your TV product, if they're good and it's working, fucking do it.
Exactly. So I think now that you have somebody else in charge, it's not the same old of like, well, I didn't create this character. I don't want it on my TV.
Yeah.
Especially with these. I think the original version of NXT, not the original version, but that like sweet spot of NXT.
Yeah.
You had guys come in who were their indie characters and it worked.
Yeah.
They didn't change Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was still Samoa Joe.
He's always been.
Adam Cole, same thing, right?
Yeah. Ricochet,
Yeah.
We would joke about it. His name was going to be Rick O'Shea.
Yeah.
Who's
Nakamura's name? Freddie Japan.
Freddie Japan. I still love Freddie Japan.
That's one of my favorite jokes.
That is one of my favorite jokes. And people believed us. Mm-hmm. This is 2016. We went on the air and said that we have really good sources that are telling us that he's going to be renamed Freddie Japan, and people picked it up and ran with it.
Oh, remember when we used to do we were the only ones tweeting every Monday?
Yeah, Rich used to do it in a tweet.
And I would be like, this just like, we just heard that they're going to repackage Seth Rollins as a surfer character named Surf Rollins. And then people would go nuts about it.
Yeah, but now it's even worse because you can't say anything because you're married to me.
Can't do it.
And it's like, well, Rich from the Madman Podcast is reporting. And you're like, no, dude, I'm making a joke.
It just goes, they go above my head and they go to you and they're just like, any truth to this? And you're like, yeah, our truth.
Our truth. That's the only truth.
Let's do one or two more.
Yeah.
This is FCN Toby. What should AEW do to get more casual viewers back? The more entertainment stuff didn't work in 2023. Any thoughts? More celebrities?
I didn't like the entertainment stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think they went too forward with it. Honestly, it has your TV shows as only over as your characters are.
Yeah.
Getting MJF there, getting this one there, getting that one. They don't. Who's their main guy right now? Who is the main guy? Give me the main star of that show.
Honestly, it's MJF.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it Ospreay? Is it the world champion?
Judging from the reaction that MJF got on Wednesday, since his return, it's MJF. MJF is the guy. The crowd loves to see him. Number 2, Ospreay. I would say number 3 is Swerve. I hate to admit that, but Swerve's great. Swerve is fantastic.
And Okada's creeping up too.
He's Okada.
But you're not. Who are the biggest names that they have?
Moxley.
Okay.
Jericho.
Danielson. I would say Edge.
I would have said Edge pre-injury, yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Then Swerve, then Ospreay, the Bucks, Kenny. I still stand by you want recognizability to happen.
For TV. But I feel like they sell arenas based on the homegrown.
But they're now moving the tickets.
Yeah.
Danielson should be in the main event picture regularly.
Mm.
He's not. And I think a lot of that has to do with his attitude towards things, and he doesn't care. But God damn it, make me know who the man is when I turn this channel on.
Right.
I follow wrestling. I love the product. I know who they are, and I love them all.
But are you conditioned by that Vince style of programming where
but you know what?
We need to tell you who the man is?
But guess what? That is the only wrestling promotion that has ever really worked.
Mm.
There's no other promotion that has ever worked longevity-wise.
Mm.
Everybody's had a couple of great years.
Yeah.
Crockett, Turner, Mid-Atlantic, Mid-South, Florida. You got a couple of years. Portland, couple of years.
Right.
And then it changes. AWA, you got a couple years and it changes. Vince is the only one that had the longevity.
Yeah.
And forget about his dad. I mean, it was an established territory, but from 1984, 40 years. Give me another promotion that has lasted that long being number one.
Yeah, it's wild.
He told you who to like, but he also had cartoons. You fell in love with a cartoon. You fell in love with a live-action cartoon. That's what made you a wrestling fan. Don't give me the bullshit that you love the wrestling style. Nah, that's bullshit. You love the larger-than-life. That's what got you in. Now you love it. Yeah. I love watching Danielson, but if I'm a kid and I'm turning on Channel 5,
this guy,
I want to. Why do you think I'm injecting some Moreland in my fucking stomach?
I want to be Hogan.
You know,
just want to be Hogan, brother. You're just gonna be.
Listen, you want a larger than life character.
Yeah,
and that breaks the. And AEW has tremendous characters. Tell me who the guy is.
Yeah.
Who is the guy I'm watching for?
But it's also that counter culture programming of everybody's the guy. They, this is not how we do things.
Look, Cadillac cars. The Rock is what got me into wrestling in 1999. Who's AEW's Rock? And I'm not saying personality wise. I'm saying
Ricky Starks.
Ricky, yeah. But I'm saying just on my TV that I'm laser focused into.
Yeah.
I think
Here
it's
we go.
MJF.
You know what? MJF could be that guy. For me, it's MJF and it's Swerve, but I have such a bias when I view wrestling because I'm a P1 viewer.
Yeah.
I am the most extreme viewer that knows. I know shit about wrestling that 90% of people have no idea about that watch it. And you do too, and then our audience does also. But if you're talking about growth, what's your larger than life guy?
Right.
Unfortunately, it goes totally against the fundamentals of AEW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think that'll be we're not going to get the Bill Goldbergs on there. Maybe we will.
Because if you get that pop and circumstance, people will immediately compare it to WWE.
Brian Cage, if this was another era, Brian Cage would be the main event guy. Brian Cage would be in the main events every week.
Big Bill.
Big Bill. I'm very...
Big Bill and Lance Archer would headline every pay-per-view.
He has so much upside, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And God damn it, someone needs to pull that trigger. You don't get guys that are built like that.
Right.
You know what was a great, larger-than-life match? The main event of the pay-per-view in Scotland.
Clash the Castle. Yeah.
Okay? I was talking to MG about this. Was that the match of the night? Probably not, but that was my favorite match. Two big dudes wrestling. Working.
Yeah.
It was larger than life.
Yeah. Big. It was very big.
Very big.
I really enjoyed that. And you know what? I got to say, yes, wrestling is different now. Everybody is on an equal playing field, but sometimes that stuff really has kind of an edge,
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. If you take Big Bill, for example, right? Who would you pair him with to have bangers to headline every?
That's the thing. Do you need a banger?
Yeah.
Do you need that to be a banger, or do you need it to be really good and intriguing?
Big Bill, Kenny Omega, very similar to Diesel, Bret Hart.
Sure. You know what?
Right?
Sean and Diesel or
Sean,
whatever.
yeah.
I like those pairings, but they need whoever it is. And I'm not saying the guy has to be gigantic like a Hulk Hogan, but God damn it, tell me who are the men here?
Mm-hmm.
The man.
The man.
Who's the man?
Yeah.
Because on the women's side, I know.
Right, exactly.
And I know in WWE too.
Mm.
And I think the bar, somebody asked me, why do you think it's so much, all these promotions, the women are getting promoted better, and the, WWE, that factory that they have with NXT, they created so many.
That MG's gone.
MG's gone. They created so many big female stars.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They couldn't do it with the men.
Yeah.
They relied on non-developmental to become a main event person. So, I don't know. Interesting stuff.
Chicken Owl says Hangman could be the man.
Yeah, sure.
Wardlow also.
Yeah, Wardlow also.
I think Hangman was on the road to being the man.
Yeah, but Hangman, I think the Punk stuff really derailed that.
Yeah.
They had Punk. They had the guy.
He was the man at one point.
He was the man.
Mm.
He just went cuckoo.
I would think, I feel like it's interesting because if you look at the perspective of this stuff, Mox is holding the IWGP belt on that show, right?
Yeah.
On those shows. Without that belt with the AEW title, it's clear that he's the guy.
He's the guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But with that IWGP title, the mentality is well, the guy's taking a break right now, and he's the guy over here.
But what they've done, actually, they've told you who the guys are because they put a title on all those people, right?
Yeah.
Will Ospreay has a title. Swerve has a title. Okada has a title. John Moxley has a title. Edge had the title. Right? Those, they told you, oh no, these are our big guys.
Jericho's got one too.
Jericho's got the FTW. Yeah, they put the titles on established.
Tony
Storm has a title. Mercedes has a title.
Right. Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Bucks have a title.
The Bucks.
All right, one more and we're out of here.
All right, guys.
We did an hour. We did almost 2 hours.
One more question, make it a banger, and then we'll get out of your hair.
I have one. I had
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Is it a personal question?
And no, it's just a question because I've actually thought about this week. Will
You wanna read
Grand
it?
Slam be at Arthur Ashe?
So I will
That's
tell
a
you
date been set.
that's Arthur. Forbidden Door was supposed to be at Arthur Ashe.
Right.
Okay, that was happening. And the story was, and this is a story that we all heard, that was logistics issues with that venue because of the pricing.
Mhm.
I don't know how necessarily true that was. I don't know if other things came into effect. But as of the moment that they said that Arthur Ashe was getting, or I was told that, Grand Slam was going to be at Louis Armstrong Stadium.
Yes.
Next door to Arthur Ashe. I don't know now if they're going to move it back to Arthur Ashe or they're keeping it there, but it's going to be on the grounds. It's still going to be there.
Right.
It's going to be in the USTA grounds in Flushing Meadow Park.
Mhm.
I don't know which building they're going to go. You know what? If they do Louis Armstrong, that may be a better building because it's 13,000 seats in there.
Right.
And if you have a much easier opportunity to do something very special with 13,000 people rather than a 20,000 person building that you're only putting 9,000 in there. You know, it's the optics. They're both nice and clean and beautiful. I love that area.
Yeah,
I go to
same.
the US Open every year.
I know you do.
Forever.
Yeah.
You
and Bob.
Me and Bob.
Throwing them back.
We just throw them
on
back.
the
We're
attack.
taking the whole family this year. The kids are
nice.
going this year. But we just pound those.
Yeah. $25 Coors Lights.
Yeah. Yeah, $25 Coors Lights at Arthur Ashe Stadium. No, I don't think. No, what's the beer there? It's fancy. You know,
It's an Amstel, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Michelob Ultra.
It could be. It could be a Michelob Ultra. Yeah. So I'll find out.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I also think it's easier for the talent to be at UBS because it's so close to Kennedy. So they can just get a hotel and fly out immediately. There's like it's a 20-minute ride to the airport.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm excited for that. That's a nice building. I went to go see the circus there.
Oh, nice.
I took the kids. Bob took us.
He carried you. He carried
Oh,
you.
and Bob is cancer free.
Very good for Bob.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bob. if you're watching.
Congratulations.
This is from Paul. This is the last one.
Last one.
Last question. Paul Anthony Moss. Is Brock Lesnar technically a free agent, or is he still under contract with WWE? With Vince gone, I figured he doesn't have an allegiance to WWE anymore.
I think he always has an allegiance to WWE.
Yeah.
He only wants to deal with them. He doesn't want to deal with AEW.
He's an attraction that needs comfort and the comfort of working with people that he's worked with for 20
Well, listen, that's
plus
not
years.
saying if AEW paid him a shit ton of money.
You think if, let's say Vince paid him $2 million for that last appearance,
Okay.
right? If TK called him up
No,
and was
more
like,
than that. Way more.
well, let's just say,
Yeah, okay.
you know,
Okay.
$2 million for that last
All right,
appearance.
let's say.
And then TK's like, listen, dude, come in one match. I'll give you $4 million, but you got to put this guy over.
He'll say no. Fuck you. That's what he'll say.
All right, I'll put the belt on you.
I don't know. I
I'll put
think
all the belts on
he's tied with UFC also, so I
I'll
don't.
put all the belts on you.
I would love that. I would love. Imagine Brock Lesnar in there.
Imagine Brock Lesnar versus Okada.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he would be tickled by that.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think he would be really because he had some decent matches in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Brock Lesnar, Okada. Brock Lesnar's the wild card.
That is a wild
Just
card.
destroys everybody in the ring. F5s everybody on top of everybody.
Bleeding.
And then just like points at Okada.
Oh my god. Good fantasy booking.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. All right, guys. That's it for this week. This was a blast. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with episode 500. Then we'll take a couple weeks sabbatical. And then we'll be back again. Until next time, be strong and God bless.